hope you're doing great. We are starting 4-4 today. So we'll be on pages 233?
232.
232 and 233, okay? So we're going to hop right to it. Example 1, scatter plots. Wave bye to them. Bye-bye. Okay? Welcome, our new friends, two-way tables. Love them.
Easy stuff.
How does a two-way frequency table show the relationships between sets of paired data?
I don't know.
Think about this question during the lesson.
All right.
We're going to figure it out.
Jensen asked 100 people at a
Jensen.
school whether they prefer digital or print textbooks. He needs to construct a two-way frequency table that shows the relationship between the person's position and the textbook they prefer. These data are categorical data.
Categorical.
Categorical data consist of data that fall into categories. They do not have an inherent
That
order
makes sense.
like numerical data.
Okay?
A two-way frequency table is a way to show and interpret the relationships between paired categorical data. What's another way that these data could be organized?
So guys, categorical data, just data or numbers in categories. Could we also just flip these around the other way? Yeah, we could have had teachers first and students second.
Yep.
Or we could have changed digital over here to this column and print over, like, it doesn't matter
It doesn't matter.
what order it's in.
That's why it's categorical data.
That's why we like it.
Remember, categorical data do not have an inherent order, so they can be
Doesn't matter.
organized in many ways.
Many ways.
It's your turn.
Not really. It's still their turn.
Here's one way to construct a two-way frequency table for
All
this
right, here we go.
situation. The row category is the type of
We got
text,
rows and columns,
digital
people.
or print.
Rows
The
go
column
across.
category is the people at school,
Columns up and
students
down.
or teachers.
We got to know that.
Fill in the data that's been collected. The extra row and column show totals for each of the four categories. Let's total the columns first.
We're just adding here.
Now, the rows.
Just adding across.
Add the total column and total row.
Yep.
Why are the sum of the total column and the sum of the total row both equal to 100?
What do you guys think? Oh, look, folks. The order we add numbers in doesn't really matter. If we're adding, exactly, folks. If we're adding the same four numbers, doesn't matter if I add these across and then I add them up, or if I add these down and then I add them over.
What if you added up all the blue ones?
Yeah, well, that's how many people we surveyed. It can't change, Mr. Noel. Duh.
Huh.
Okay. So yeah, guys, grand total always goes in this bottom right-hand corner. That will be our favorite cell of these things that we now know as two-way tables. So guys, one of our jobs here in 4-1 is to create these from information. Sometimes they'll give us like actual like numbers, and they'll leave some of them out, and we'll have to figure out what they are. And then sometimes they'll just give me a whole bunch of words, and we'll have to fill in all these numbers. Lots of fun either way you slice it.
There were 100 people in the survey, and the table divides them into four categories. The sum of the four numbers is always the same,
Yep.
regardless of the order of addition.
Yep.
Commutative.
You can also construct a different two-way frequency table.
Good.
The rows and columns can be interchanged.
Again, we said we
The
can.
order of the
change
categories
these out.
does
Doesn't
not matter here, since these are not numerical.
That's right.
Fill in the data and totals. No matter which way you construct the table, the sum of the total column and row will be 100. Does one of the tables do a better job of communicating the data?
I mean, we may prefer one over the other at the end of the day. Crew, it does not matter. Same stuff. Okay?
No. The data is the same in both tables. However, the problem says that Jason asked if people preferred electronic or traditional textbooks.
Yep.
So the two-way frequency table that displays the type of books in the column category may be more useful for
Maybe.
this situation.
Maybe not.
And now you can see how the relationships between sets of paired
Yep.
data are displayed clearly using a two-way frequency table.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Our turn to do something here. What does it want us
A
to do?
weatherman asks 75 people from 2 different cities if they own rain boots. Complete the two-way frequency table to show the results of the survey.
Okay. So here's one of the things I mentioned. We're going to have to figure out or fill in the blanks here. So where do we start? I don't know. Here's what you need to look for. I want you to look at this two-way table. You need to find a row or a column that just needs one more number. Okay, so if I look at my rows, again, rows go across. Yeah, right here, I just need one more number, okay? No, I need two numbers in this row. I also need two. So the only row to start here is this one. Okay, or let's look at columns. Need two here. Oh, I can start here. I need two numbers there, okay? So if you're not sure where to start, folks, that's what I want you to do. Look for rows or columns that need one number, okay? Use this structure, all right, that we kind of didn't really talk about, but we saw it in action there in example 1. Meaning, hey, some number here plus 19 gives me 32. So if you're a mental math person, hey, just figure out what number that is. If you're not, guys, use a calculator, okay? Something plus 19 is 32. I'm going to go out on a limb, guys. Nope, I need to make this right. And say that that's the number 13. Hopefully I did that right. Okay. Ooh, now look. As I look down this column, now look. Now I know two numbers. Now we can figure out what this one is. This plus 28 gives me this number here. Okay. Yep. I'm going to say that that's 41.
41.
Okay. And we just kind of work our way through this. So now I'm going to go down the no column here. Right? So 19 and some other number add up to give me 34. 19 plus, nobody said it, Mr. Null, I can't believe it, 15. 15. Quiet group out there today. Come on, people.
Come on.
Okay. We can go across city B. Now in this row, 28 plus 15 gives me this number here. I'm going to go with 43. Hopefully I did that right. Doesn't matter what we do here. We can add down the column or we can add across this row. We're going to get the same number here. We really didn't even need to do that. Guys, what did I highlight over here? We asked 75 people. One of the very first numbers I could have put in here was 75, right? Our grand total always goes in that bottom right-hand cell, if we call it. I don't really know what Mr. Knoll wants to call it. Anyway, guys, there we go. So now we have this filled out. Now we can answer questions if they were to ask us some, but they really didn't. So guess what? That means we get to move on to example 2. Here we go. You're going to love this one.
Oh, yeah.
The two-way frequency table shows the results of a media survey.
Here it is.
People responded to the question, do you spend more time watching the Winter or the Summer Olympics on television?
I don't know.
Decide if the following statement is true or false. Explain. More men than women prefer the Winter Olympics.
Okay. So here we go. So they've completed the two-way table for us. Now they're asking us questions. And the question is, do more men prefer the Winter Olympics than women? So sometimes we don't need the whole two-way table, right? Like the two-way table has the Winter Olympics and the Summer Olympics. I don't care about the Summer Olympics, folks. We just want to focus in here. Oh, thank you, Mr. Knoll. On the Winter Olympics part, right? We know that 45 men said, yep, I like that. We know 27 women said, yep, I like the Winter Olympics, okay? So do more men prefer it? Well, it's not just enough to go off of these two numbers. Because what if we didn't survey the same number of men and women, right? That wouldn't really be fair. Like, what if we surveyed 1 million guys and, okay, yep, we got a huge number here. What if we only surveyed 100 women? Well, that doesn't make any sense. So we got to kind of do one of your least favorite things from 7th grade. Rhymes? No, well, let's just get into it. It's percents, folks, okay? So we're going to be doing a little bit of percent work here or comparing things, all right? So we can look at the total here. Mr. Knoll, you want to zoom out? So we can,
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
You moved my cursor.
Yeah, I do all kinds of things, okay? So yeah, 45 men out of 79 prefer, all right, to watch the Winter Olympics. You compare that with women, only 27 out of 71. So here's your percents, right? 57% compared with 38%. So now we have some numbers behind the data, and yes, now we can conclude that this statement is true, that men actually prefer to watch the Winter Olympics over women.
Which is interesting. I'd much rather watch the Summer Olympics.
Oh, I'm winter all.
Although there's some good hockey.
Curling. I really
Curling
enjoy curling.
curling is an interesting
Strategy. Lots of strategy going on there. Okay. Anyway, here we go, folks. Now we're going to fill in. No, they're going to fill in a two-way table based on
200
this
people
info.
responded
Take a
to a
listen.
survey. Of those who had green eyes,
Yep.
7 had blonde hair, 9 had brown hair, and 2 had red hair.
Mm-hmm.
Of those who had brown eyes, 76 had blonde hair, 89 had brown hair,
Right.
and
So
17
we
had
would
red
fill
hair.
in all of this with
Construct a
numbers.
two-way table to display these data.
Yep.
Then identify the least.
So again, we make it and then we answer questions. Hey, what's the least common combination of hair and eye color? Right? So in other words, we're looking for the smallest number. Right? And we find that right here in the green row, right? Or the red column, whatever you prefer. All right? There's our combination of the least common. Only 2 people out of 200 have this combination. Not on here, guys. What is the most popular combination? Most popular combination of hair and eye color. Get your guess locked in 3, 2, 1. Bam, right here. Brown hair, brown eyes. There you go. That is our most popular. 89 people out of 200. Okay? Alrighty. Our turn to fill in. Again, not a bad idea to just take a look at your two-way table, see what's going on. We've got boys and girls over here. We've got cars, buses, and trains. And we've got to fill in how do people get to school, right? How do people get to school? All right. First thing it says, of the girls. That means, hey, we are going to be in the girl row here for this one because they're going to give me, I'm assuming, a whole bunch of numbers here for this one. Of the girls, 19 rode in a car. Okay, so 19 in a car. 7 rode the bus. 27 took the train. Great, there they are. So we're starting to build our two-way table. Of the boys, same thing. Now it's going to give me a whole bunch of numbers that are going to go in this row.
Of the boys.
Okay, 12 took the train. 12. 25 were in a car. And 10 rode on the bus. Bam. Construct the two-way table. Are we done here? Can we say yes, we're good? We're done?
Nope. Fill in the totals.
Yeah, so now we just need to total them up, okay? Here we go. 25 and 19. I do a lot of mental math here, guys. This is 44, okay? I'm just going to keep adding down. Again, we call these columns the bus column. 17 people take the bus. The train column, 39 people do that. Okay, now we got to add across. All right, we get 35, and 12 makes 47. Okay, we're going to call this 47 and 6. What's 47 and 6? 53?
That's right.
Okay. And then we can add these up. 110?
Hey,
No,
what
100.
about up here? It says 100 students.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, it says it. Total is going to be 100.
You guys good with that? I'm good with it. Yep. Okay. There it is. So look, we made it, folks. Now we got to answer the question. The last question is, tell which mode of transportation is the most popular. It didn't matter if, boys or girls ride or walk or do whatever. So which one of these, cars, buses, or trains, is the most popular? Yeah, I think Mr. Knowles got it. Bus is not popular, but the car is very popular. Yes. Okay. Guys, that's the start of 4-4. So we're going to hop over into the additional practice. So hopefully I'll see you there.
Don't forget about the key concept.
Yeah, or key concepts. That's
On
what,
page-
yes.